Good evening. How y'all doing today? How you all doing? Hey, Andre. So I wanted to share something real good with you guys today. Hey, Lamar, how you doing? Home Ready team. I wanted to share something really good tonight. I think it's a good topic that you're gonna get a lot out of. Can you guys hear me okay? Is the connection well? I am Elcia Holmes, and today is Thankful Tuesday with Elcia. And tonight I wanted to talk about kids. So what about kids, right? So I want to talk about what we can all take from kids and what we can actually learn from kids, right? Now, I know a lot of people may be like, how's a kid going to teach me something? I'm a grown person. Why do I need to learn something from a kid, right? How can they teach me anything? I'm the one should be doing the teaching to them. What's up, brother? How you doing? I'm the one should be teaching the kids, right? But actually, contrary to popular belief, kids can teach us a lot, a heck of a lot, actually. So when we're young, right? When we're babies, when we're toddlers, when we are preschoolers. Hey, cuz, how you doing? When we are toddlers, when we're preschoolers, in elementary school, like, we're fearless. We don't have any fears, or more so when you're a toddler and baby. When you get in elementary school, you do start to have some fears of things, or in preschool you do it too, but not as much as an adult. But when you're a baby, you're a toddler, you have no fear at all whatsoever. You take risk. You learn by doing. You learn by your mistakes. And like, say if you tell a toddler, no, don't touch the hot stove, right? So they may still touch the hot stove because even though you might have told them it was hot, maybe they didn't necessarily, well, they didn't believe you, or they're curious, right? We're very curious and intuitive when we're kids, and we want to get into everything. We want to find out everything for ourselves. Can't nobody tell us nothing. All that good stuff. So we touch a hot stove. Your mama told you it was hot, right? You get burned. So now you know, okay, well, mama was right. I'm not going to touch the hot stove no more because it burned me. But when you're a baby, you're a toddler, do you think that's going to stop you from taking more risk and getting into other things, right? It doesn't. So, but it may stop you, and you may learn that, okay, now I know, I've learned on my own that not to touch a hot stove. But that's not going to stop me from going over here and say, okay, well, I want to see what's going to happen, if I go off and, jump off, a higher up, what you call a little playground thing, right? I want to know what'll happen if I do that, right? Even if your parents say, no, don't do that, you'll hurt yourself. You still do it, right? You don't have no fear at all when you're a toddler. You gonna do whatever you want to do. You're gonna be curious. You're gonna get into stuff, and you just learn by doing it, right? And even as we grow up and we become preschoolers, elementary schoolers, like we have the biggest dreams. We have a lot of aspirations, and We just think we could do anything, right? We want to be doctors. We want to be lawyers. We want to be architects. We want to be astronauts. Or we want to be superheroes, or whatever the case may be, right? And what do our parents do? What do our parents generally say to that? Well, generally, they encourage us, right? They tell us, they support us, they encourage us. They tell us, we're the smartest people in the world. We're the prettiest or cutest person in the world. We can do anything we want to do. The sky is the limit. Everything. All that good stuff, right? That's what our parents tell us when we're in elementary school, preschool, and we have these huge aspirations, right? We want to own the world or whatever, right? Our parents tell us we can do it. Other adults tell us we can do it. Whatever we want to do, the sky's the limit. We are our only hindrance. But somewhere along the way, as we get a little older, we become teenagers, and we become young adults, and start getting up in high school, getting close to graduation, or going to college or whatever. Somewhere along the way, some things change, right? Excuse me. Some things change. So we don't be that child. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Let me have another drink of water. But somewhere along the way, things start to change as we get older, right? So, we'll be teenagers, and we want to maybe we don't want to go to college, right? We say, oh no, school is not for me. I don't want to go to college. Or we I want to hold off on school. I got something else. I heard about this business opportunity. I heard about something else I want to try. Or I just want to go, get a job, or I just want to go to technical school, whatever. I don't want to go to no university. Well, a lot of times in that case, do our parents tell us the same thing in most cases? That, okay, yeah, you do whatever you want to do, it's your decision. You can do whatever you want to do. No, they don't. They don't generally do that once we get older, right? Then we get older, they start wanting to some parents, want to have people. I've seen kids where parents have their whole life planned out for them, right? And if the kid don't want to go the route the parent wants them to go, then they do things like not support them, or tell them, okay, if you don't do what I want you to do in life, or if you don't want to go to college, or if you don't want to go to the college I want you to go to, or if you don't want to get the type of job I want you to get, or whatever the case may be, then I'm not supporting you, you on your own. Or they'll do, things like, if the kid want to take a different route, or whatever the case may be, in any other type of scenarios, or if the kid say, okay, well, no, I want to start a business or something like that. Or I heard, a friend or friend parents, they started a business when they was 18, and, I want to start my own business. Or, instead of going to college or whatever. Most parents are like, no, you need to be going to college. You need to get you a job. You need to have security and all this good stuff, right? But, so why do parents do that? But I didn't have parents that did that, by the way. But I see it all the time. And so that's why I brought this topic up. And so I'm wondering, why do parents do that? They tell you can do anything you want to do, and you're capable of anything of the world if you want it. But then when you get there and you want to do something different after you become a teenager and adult, then they no longer are telling you those same encouraging words or encouraging thoughts for when you were a little bitty child. You telling them you gonna be a superhero, and they like, yeah, you can do it. You can do that. You can own the world. You can be whatever you want to be. But why, once we grow up, that the parents don't continue to say, yeah, you can be whatever you want to be? Well, maybe it's because they were raised a certain way, and they think that things are supposed to go a certain way. or maybe they just don't like what you're trying to do. You know, you'll never know the answer. You know, everybody may have a different opinion on the topic, but you know, for any parents who are on this feed, and I appreciate everybody that's on the feed with me tonight, but any parents that are on the feed, like, we gotta start supporting our kids, right? For anything they want to do. Because if you force kids to do things they don't really want to do, they're not gonna be the best at it, right? If they want to start a business, okay, support them in it. You know, if they want to do something different than what you think they should be, or if they ain't grown up and they don't want to be that doctor, lawyer, or architect, or whatever, you know, that they mentioned when they were 2 years old, that doesn't mean that they can't be successful. Being a doctor, lawyer, or architect, or whatever is not, you know, the end of the world, and it's not the only way to make money. Most parents want their kids to grow up to be doctors, lawyers. That's the two main things everybody say. I want my child to be a doctor or a lawyer. Well, but why is that, right? So doctors and lawyers are not necessarily the highest paid people. Entrepreneurs are the highest paid people. I know, and the reason parents say that because everybody wants the best for their child, right? Everybody want their child to be number one. Everybody want to be able to brag on their child and, you know, and tell them, hey, I raised me a doctor, lawyer, you know, they making, you know, 6 figures every year. And they just doing good. They got a nice house and now they getting married, having kids. Every parent wants the absolute best for their kids, right? But I'm not saying parents are wrong, but sometimes what you may want for your child is not necessarily the best thing for your child. So we got to support our kids and encourage our kids in whatever they want to do, whatever they choose to do, right? And if you're encouraging them to do things you want to do, they won't be as good at it as they would be if they were doing something they enjoyed, if they really wanted to do it, right? And doctors and lawyers, as I was going to say, back to my point, is not even the most successful people, right? Business people who own businesses. Why don't we encourage more entrepreneurship, more start your own business? Let's own something. We don't have to go and get, you know, if you don't want to, you know, it's okay if your child don't want to go work a regular job and they want to focus on building a business. It's possible, right? People who build businesses are people who, you know, control everything else, right? So if you want to send them to school and be a teacher or a nurse, whatever you want them to go to school to be, they can be that. But how about instead of encouraging them to just go and build somebody else's business, right? To open up their own business and to own the business instead of working in a business for somebody else. So that way they're building wealth for you, for your family, for your future generations, versus only thing they've ever been encouraged to do is to be an employee. So, you know, support the kids, right? The kids are our future. Kids are our future. And on that note, for anybody who may not have realized, like, it's February, right? It's Black History Month. And I don't see a lot of acknowledgement, or it's not getting a lot of coverage or, you know, attention. You know, I haven't seen much about, you know, people posting anything about Black History Month, but it's Black History Month, you guys. And speaking of the kids, that was another part I was going to bring up too regarding Black History Month. So I've been seeing like a lot of posts. I don't know if you guys have seen them, but I've been seeing quite a bit of posts from angry parents because, there's obviously, evidently there's some schools across the country, you know, certain schools that are no longer acknowledging Black History Month. And it was like, you know, I've seen quite a few posts. I haven't seen any in Georgia, but other states and stuff, I've seen posts where parents were like furious and like, you know, should I take my kid out of this school because they no longer acknowledging Black History Month? And you know, for this month, they've come up with a new topic of what's the motto for the month, and it's not Black History Month. They didn't create something. I saw one post about, oh, it's Appreciation Month or something. The whole month we gonna focus on how to be appreciative, but nothing about Black history. And other schools parents are like, I'm taking my kid out, or what is your opinion on this? Yeah, I definitely agree that, it is right for schools to continue to teach Black history. And, parents have a right to be angry about it, right? I mean, it's a part of our history, and, you want your kids to get educated on it. But on another note, right, at the end of the day, at the end of the day, it's not even the school's job. It's not the teacher's job. It's not the government's job. It's not the society's job, right? At the end of the day, your child is your responsibility. And your child's education is your responsibility. And whatever you want them to know and be educated on, regardless of if a teacher or school decide to ever educate them on anything, at the end of the day, it's your responsibility to make sure your child is educated on what you want them to be educated on. And it's absolutely, I believe schools, it should be, something done about schools. Some schools, no longer acknowledging Black History Month. But at some point, we have to learn to take responsibility for ourselves and for our own actions and for what we need to do for our own kids. Not even just regarding Black History Month, right? Even anything, right? Schools don't teach kids how to be entrepreneurs. Schools don't teach kids how to own property. Schools don't teach kids how to be entrepreneurships, business owners, how to handle money and financial education, and how to have a financial literacy either. But at the end of the day, that's your responsibility. It's not the schools. It's not the teachers. Yeah, it would help if they do it, since you sending your child to school and you paying, school taxes, county taxes. You want your kid to be educated. But it's very imperative that we, as a people, period, educate our kids for what we want them to know. At the end of the day, it's nobody's responsibility but ours. So with that being said, it is Thankful Tuesday, right? So something I'm thankful for is, first of all, that I did have, supportive parents that support what I want to do. Even if necessarily they might not like everything I did or everything I do, they were supportive. Another thing I'm thankful for today is for Black History Month, right? I'm thankful for the fight, the work, the unwavering, work ethic and effort, the struggle that so many of my ancestors went through, and so many other African Americans who made huge sacrifices for a lot of the things that we today are able to take advantage of, right? And I am thankful for that. And so I challenge you guys to start taking more responsibility for training our own kids in our own communities, educating our own kids, our own communities, and also to find something to be thankful for. So what are you thankful for today, right? So before you go to sleep tonight, you find something that you're thankful for. A lot of times we are blessed in so many ways, but we don't necessarily ever take the time to sit and think about all the blessings that we do have and express gratitude and express our thanks, whether it be to God or whoever you praise or whatever higher power you choose to believe in, or even a person here on earth with you that has done something for you, has helped you in any type of way. We tend to not necessarily remember to give thanks sometimes. So find something that you're thankful for today. I appreciate everybody for joining, everybody that was on the feed tonight. And definitely, if you guys find value in any of the videos I do, any information I share, definitely feel free to share the messages with your family, your friends, your followers. on your social media pages or whatever. For anybody else who may, could use the message. And I definitely invite you guys to connect with me on all other social media platforms. I'm on Facebook and Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, as well as I have a YouTube channel. So definitely check that out and subscribe to that for more information like this. Again, anybody who hasn't been on my feed before, I like to talk about things that most people don't talk about, right? That we kind of sweep under the rug and don't focus on, don't give any attention to. I like those topics. And if, you enjoy the topics, definitely continue to join me. And even if you have topics that you want to discuss, definitely message me and, let's speak on the topics. And there'll be, some topics I'll put up for some future videos that, we all can discuss, right? So definitely, my name is Elcia Holmes on all my social media platforms. That's my name. So definitely connect with me. And if you or anybody are interested in real estate, investing or entrepreneurship, definitely connect with my other page that is the Real Estate Investing and Freedom Club. And it's also on all social media platforms that I just named. And that's at the REI Freedom Club. You can search it under the REI Freedom Club or the Real Estate Investing and Freedom Club. And that focuses on real estate investing tips, real estate, right? Entrepreneurship tips, even if not related to real estate, because entrepreneurship, no matter what type of business it's in, it's basically the same across the board. All principles apply. So if you're an aspiring entrepreneur, aspiring real estate investor, or if you're already an entrepreneur, already a real estate investor, definitely connect with that page as well. It focuses on, as I was saying, let me finish that part, is also support, encouragement, partnership opportunities as well. And it's a free community. So definitely share that with your friends, family, followers, anybody who may be interested as well. And again, I appreciate everybody for joining. Continue to tune in with me. And I hope you guys have an outstanding and blessed rest of your night. And remember, you only get one life, one opportunity to live your life to the best that you know how. And if you don't know how to live it any better than you're living, but you desire to, find somebody who can help you improve it, right? But we only get one life. And there's no rewinds, there's no redos, there's no start overs. So we got to make the absolute best out of this one life we get. And so I wish you guys the much success and be blessed. Have a good one.